Like, subscribe, subscribe. I said subscribe, subscribe. Yeah, Obama is a lizard.
Don't have sex with your sister because one, it's morally fucking wrong. Yeah. Two, they're more likely to. You're more
Thank
likely.
You for telling me about
yeah.
that.
You. By the way, yeah. Good tips.
That was a good
there.
segue.
Don't fuck. Yeah. Anyways, music. No, but I'm saying like there's obviously the social aspect of like it's just culturally unacceptable, but also genetically you're more likely to produce some, unhealthy offspring.
Why is it such a fetish then about the stepsister thing?
Well, the stepsister is the forbidden because like she's not your kin, but like
every title on the porn tube is just all about your sister or your brother.
Forbidden.
Never understood
it's just
that.
like it's pretty bad, dude.
I had a stepmom and I got stepsister, stepbrother.
Yeah,
stepbrother. Like, of course I would deal with that, but I'm saying like. Yeah, I'm I don't fucking get that shit at all.
How much so stupid? Like I'm just trying to be my mate, and I don't want to think about it. Title like this.
How much do you pay attention to the story though?
Of what?
I just I want to see if the chick turns me on. Like I don't necessarily like care what the you know what I'm saying? Like stepsister, I'm like I'm not listening.
Sometimes
to
you
that.
can't resist with a good title.
No, dude.
I'm trying to think of a good one now, and I can't.
Can I tell you the strangest title? I don't know what the title was, but like I ended up watching it. It was a chick and a dude doing a role play, but the dude was a dog, and she was like, "Come here."
Oh, I've seen that. That's a new thing too.
And she was like making her dog like lick her pussy.
I think she's or maybe this is another person. There's like some chick on OnlyFans who makes like so much money a month, and she just acts like she's a dog.
She acts like a dog?
Yeah, and I guess her boyfriend is just like her master.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
She like wants to get petted and shit. I don't know.
That's crazy, bro.
It's weird.
But he was like barking and growling. Like he wasn't like, okay. It was like he was like like shit like that.
Like full blown.
Like it was pretending
like
to be.
He was being a dog.
He was shape shifting.
Yeah. You ever see The Animal with Rob Schneider?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That shit. Oh,
it's a classic.
Hell yeah. Dude, Rob Schneider.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, the hot chick.
Deuce Bigelow, dude.
Hell yeah, that was a good one.
Classic.
That one lady's like, you ever put a toothpick in a volcano?
Yes. I'm upstairs. I'm always scared
She's
that
like eating the chicken wing as they're doing it.
He should make a new Deuce Bigelow with Tinder and swiping involved. He should incorporate that.
That would be a good one.
He did have like a TV show for a little while that apparently didn't do so well.
He unless he challenges himself, which I doubt he will. I don't see Rob Schneider doing a serious movie. You know the way Adam Sandler can pull off like longevity because he'll like randomly go into
because of like the past. Like he has his like masterpieces like The Waterboy and Billy Madison. So it's like any Sandler movie now is like, oh, he has credibility because of those other movies. But honestly, Rob Schneider movies.
No, but Sandler could be serious too. Like Sandler's a good actor. I can't see Rob Schneider like the same thing with Will Ferrell. I feel like Will Ferrell was huge. Like he hasn't really done anything because like he doesn't do serious. You know, like it's hard to age the goofiness for too much. But
like, I just think that Rob Schneider had those movies, and like, I thought they were hilarious as a kid. But if I rewatch them, I probably wouldn't think they're that funny. Because sometimes I'll see like Sandler movies and like the Rob Schneider quotes will come. There's a few like
you can do it.
Yeah, like you can do it. They're like, oh, wake her ass up. We gotta win tomorrow. Like, that shit is hilarious. But I think like.
Our kids are not going to think that's
funny. Exactly. Like, and I think Rob Schneider movies like were funny as a kid, but like when I rewatch scenes, I'm like, it's not. It doesn't have that funny like Ricky Bobby. Like that shit to me, I'll laugh at. I watched Talladega Nights not long ago, and I fucking thought it was hilarious.
But I feel like my New Yorkness, like Ricky Bobby, didn't.
It resonated
with me the same way.
Gotcha. Well, where are you from, Josh?
Ohio. Middletown, Ohio.
Okay, cool.
He covered Ohio when I saw him by Neil Young.
Oh, yeah.
I was into
that. Yeah, we did it at Donaldson Pub. Jesse started out with the wrong beat, and I was like, "That's a wrong feel, dude." And then he switched it up in a second. We got it, but it was
Jesse's sick though.
Yeah, he's
really
filthy.
impressed with him.
Yeah, he's filthy. We just
Good
practiced
showman, too.
last night. Yeah, he's pretty dope, man. We just practiced last night, and we're doing a show at the Springwater on the 8th, full band.
November.
Yeah, next month.
Nice.
Or next
nice.
month,
Nice.
next week.
Oh,
Monday.
cool. Nice.
Should be pretty dope.
Next
Springwater.
Monday. That's November 8th.
Yep.
Gotcha. Springwater. Oh, I love that place too.
Really?
That's
That's
the-
a cool little dive. You
It's
ever
the
been there?
oldest bar in Tennessee.
Really?
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a beef with the place. It's that every single show I've been there, I've already seen your show, so I know it's good. But every show that I've seen there has been, I was like, how did these people get booked? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But also that was when I just moved here. I went to Springwater. Like, everybody was getting booked at Springwater.
You know, it's one of those places that I feel like those almost let anybody on because they'll just kind of they'll have a bunch of different promoters all
Yeah.
the time, I feel like.
I feel like you have a good, I don't even know how booking works. I feel like you have a good relationship with all these different.
Man, I feel like I don't have a relationship with anybody. Like, maybe I'm just being hard
That's
on
a good-
myself. Like,
sounds like it.
I went to the local the other day and watched Tim Bolo. Do you guys know who that is?
Nope.
Really good country western guy. He does originals and old school covers and stuff like that. And his steel pedal player Neil, he did a track on one of my songs, and I was in there talking to the owner, and I was just like, I'm gonna talk to him for a minute and just like say thanks for having putting on a cool venue, because I've been there for like 2 years, and he really appreciated it. And then I emailed him on the website. But I think it's just like running in the circles with the people too.
But like that dude at Donaldson Pub, like I could tell you guys had a thing.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I actually worked with Marshall, who books the Donaldson Pub gigs at the Hard Rock Cafe first, and he was talking about being a manager, but I didn't really take him seriously. It's just like this old guy server. I'm like worried about banging chicks. I'm at Hard Rock instead of talking to this guy. But then it was funny because he was really like the person who was booking shows at all these different places, and
Be nice to everyone, people.
Yeah, exactly. I was never mean to him or anything.
Oh, I mean to everybody.
Yeah, but it was funny because he was like booking my other friends who play in bands too, and then it was just like, oh, we're all buddies, and we didn't even know it.
Do you know?
That's fucking awesome. That
what's-
worked out like that.
There's a Soko at a local. He works as a sound guy.
Soko.
Yeah,
The name sounds familiar.
Okay.
I think it's Tucker's old roommate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy.
But I didn't know if you knew him or not.
No, I don't think I know him. If I seen him, I might recognize him. I just
Yeah.
know Jeff, the owner.
Gotcha. You know, my wife, she worked at NSAI for a while, and they used to
Yeah.
book at the local, but I think they kind of had a falling out. I don't think Jeff likes the Tin Pan South.
Oh yeah,
Tin
really?
Pan, yeah. So like, I remember.
What
they
is
used
that?
to do- it's like a festival of songwriters that they do. Well,
It's
they
like
used
in
to
September or something.
do. Yeah. They haven't done it because of COVID, but for the past 2 years. But I know that they used to book at the
Yeah.
local every now and then.
Yeah, it used to be like a big songwriter thing.
Yeah.
Other than Americana Fest, it was like the second biggest
Yep. That's it was-
festival.
Yeah, it was cool. Like because like you would walk in and it'd be like a bunch of songwriters, and one of them might be like one time I went to one and it was the girl from Sixpence None the Richer, and the Kiss Me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's her, and there she goes. There she
Oh man, she
goes
made
So
so much
90s.
money off that.
Oh yeah, dude, she was
Well,
and
that's
she
a
was
cover.
awesome too.
That's a cover. I think it's
Well, she wrote it, right?
No,
Oh,
I think
well-
There She Goes. I think is like The Cure or something. Like I think it was originally like one of those old school like
Hold up.
Whoever
Yeah, I
got the
think you're-
royalties to that boy.
I just know that she did.
Kiss Me is hers. but-
Kiss Me is hers because she did that song that night. But I knew that There She Goes Again because there was a fucking like commercial from like a few years ago that had Sixpence None the Richer do it, and it
Well,
was
yeah,
the
no
There
shit.
she goes. It was like this woman twirling around. There she goes again.
I
And
feel
it
like-
changes the scene, and she's like running. And
I think
it's
she made
silly.
it famous, but I think it existed.
I think you're right
There She
too.
Goes.
There
Six
she
bits.
goes.
Yeah.
There she
That's the most
goes
90s thing
again.
I've.
Yeah, Sixpence None the Richer.
Also, the name Six Bits None the Richer. Is
It's a biblical term.
Is it?
Yeah.
Were they a Christian band?
I think she is. Lee
starting to wonder.
Six
Anthony.
bits, none the richer. What is that about?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe it's. It might be. It's either Narnia or it's the Bible.
Aslan.
Well, you know, Narnia is like.
I know.
Yeah, an allegory.
Yeah. They
Right.
C.S. Lewis is a big.
You think Aslan is Jesus?
Is that
He
the
dies
lion?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, then that is
thought it
because
was
he
God.
if you
I thought it was-
like I saw the stage in school, and like the lion comes back and he's like on the thing like that.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, okay. So it's written by a guy named Lee Anthony Mavers, and
Who was in what band?
let me see,
Because that guy,
The Laws.
the Laws, yeah, like a '70s.
laws.
Yeah,
The what?
What did you say?
LAS.
like the
I
for
thought you meant the laws, like the law.
The Laws.
the laugh out louds. Oh, the law. Gotcha.
No, like the law. Like I got a mustache and a cowboy hat. Like the
yeah,
law.
like
I'm
Lord,
for
you
the
know,
law. I'm part of the law.
you're not from around here, are
You're
you?
not from around here, are
Was,
you, boy?
was the spot that we're from in Ohio kind of like that?
No, not really. It's more just popo. But man, there's so many. I guess it kind of is like that. Not like a country freaking guy from the 1800s, but like it's like a police state. There's like the state troopers. There's the Middletown police. There's the FBI
Sheriff.
building in Middletown, and then there's also the sheriff. And that's
a lot of
a
law.
lot of fucking security. Like, what are they hiding it out?
What are
Oh,
they
I know
getting
what it
out
is.
of
It's
it?
Right Pad Air Force
I
Base.
think you're a conspiracy. I would consider you a conspiracy.
Oh, for sure,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I feel like you guys could
For
share
sure.
on that.
Right Pad
Oh.
Air Force Base there in Dayton has like 30 levels underground, and it has tunnels that go like all over the state.
See, here's the thing. I
Shit.
don't think the government's competent enough to have shit. Like, I don't know what they're. It's possible they're hiding shit, like maybe nuclear weapons and shit in that place. Like, why would they tell anyone where they're keeping the nuclear weapons, right? But, and I guess if Ohio blows up, like, who really cares? I'm just saying, if Cleveland is like the biggest.
Yeah, you guys
city-
can have Cleveland.
Cleveland's the biggest city. you
Well,
know?
how far are you from Cleveland?
I'm pretty far. It's like almost as far as it is from here to from Nashville.
Oh, okay.
What was the
It's like
biggest city
4
near
hours
you?
or something. Huh?
What was the
Okay.
biggest city near you?
Cincinnati.
No,
or
sorry.
Dayton.
What was the closest city? Sorry.
The closest city?
Yeah.
Cincinnati or Dayton. It's
Yeah.
like Middletown because it's in between those two. It's like
Mhm.
30 miles either way.
Oh, okay.
And were there like a lot of live music shit? And did you have to go to Cincinnati or like?
There wasn't a scene at all, really. I felt like there was like a couple coffee places. Like,
What about shows though? Like, would people come to play in where you were?
Yeah, just like at a couple like coffee places and like. You mean would people come to my shows?
Like bands that you were interested in growing up when you were really little?
No,
and you
there
wanted-
wasn't a venue for like any big time guys to come play anywhere.
So
really.
how far did you have to go if you wanted to see like?
Cincinnati or Dayton?
Which is about an hour.
Oh no, it's only like 20 to 30 minutes
that's not
depending on the traffic.
Okay.
You know, so it's like from Nashville to Brentwood or something, like from here to my house.
So you weren't really a part of a scene, really, and
No, man, there really wasn't a scene at all. That's why I moved to Nashville, and I wish I would have done it sooner. But
yeah.
I feel like that's the same.
yeah, there wasn't a scene to really. Like in Nashville, there's just so many creative people. Like
Yeah.
you could hang out with a different group of people every day, and they all are badass, you know.
Yeah.
But in Middletown, it's like there's a couple guys that are okay.
How big is the town?
It's like 50,000, I think. It's
Oh,
not that
okay.
small, not that big.
Yeah,
It's right in the middle.
I got you.
So there
But,
were there venues then to play?
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple now. There's like, well, the Sorg Opera House was always like the coolest one. It was like this theater that was built in like the late 1800s by this guy who also had like the paper company, the Sorg Paper Company.
Yeah.
Like back in like the 1800s, it was like 1850 to like 1950. It was like top 100 like all American city.
Okay.
Okay.
And then like once the financial crisis happened in 2008, it was like one of the top 10 dying cities in the United States
Oh,
on Forbes.
Wow.
shit.
But it's coming back. It's decent. I mean, I went back for like a year and a half from COVID to save a bunch of money, and I bought some real estate, and like I'm flipping some real estate there because the price of entry is a lot cheaper than in Nashville, dude.
Nice. Oh yeah.
So it's all right. I don't want to be there though, really. There's nothing happening. But I
Yeah.
will say this: I do have a guy who records music like really good in Middletown. It's like an old guy and his son, and they got a good studio and a good sound, and we'll just sit there and just get blasted on Bud Lights until we finish songs.
There you go. Nice. What would you say is like the type of music that you make? Because I'll be honest with you, Micah knows you better than I do, but
Yeah.
you know, in
I
case
just
you wanna
showed him.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's Western rock.
Western rock.
I
Nice.
for some reason I got a hard on for like the spaghetti Western, Clint Eastwood, Tarantino
Oh, hell
kind of
yeah.
like guitar stuff.
Yeah, no, that's badass.
But I also love old school country like Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson and all those guys everybody knows.
yeah,
But then I also got this edge of like Metallica, Iron Maiden
For sure.
influences as well. And I'm just trying to do something in the middle, so it's like
I even hear like
psychedelic
Delta
Western,
blues too,
you know.
like some old school blues. Like,
yeah, I
hear
like
that
to.
too.
I like doing, you know, when I do strip stuff or even on electric, I like doing like old school Delta blues style kind of Lightning Hopkins or like
Yeah.
what's the other guy, Howlin' Wolf or
yeah. A lot of those. I mean, if anything, they're like avant-garde, or at least Howlin'
Nowadays.
Wolf, or who? No, who am I thinking of?
Blind Willie Johnson's really good.
I'll tell you who I was thinking.
That's
of.
going real bad. That's
I
going
was-
to like.
Yeah, I love that stuff, man.
I was wrong. They're not. They're blues artists, but I'm thinking of Screamin' Jay Hawkins.
Screaming Jay Hawkins, I love
yeah.
that dude,
Yeah,
man.
that guy's
That's
avant-garde.
out-
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
avant-garde. Yeah, but
Yeah, he's crazy.
yeah, he's cool. He's a interesting songwriter. Like he was really. That song? The one everybody knows.
I put a
The
spell on you.
Yeah, Nina Simone did a cover of that, and I didn't even realize it was him. But his version is like way more, like hers is like haunting, but his is like psycho killer. Like,
Psychopath.
I kill you.
You ever hear the Creedence version?
Oh no,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, I love. Yeah, Creedence can. They kind of just make it like a jam. They just jam on it for like 7 minutes, but
Nice.
it reminds me a lot of. Creedence has like a lot of songs that remind me of like that Neil Young sound.
Yeah, they got a
Yeah.
lot of that came from the same era, I think.
I could see that.
When
Like
how often do you?
70s.
Sorry, bro.
You good?
Oh,
How
I was
often?
I was gonna say, how often do you write songs?
I try to write a little bit every week.
Yeah.
Whether it's just like, I mean, I'm always writing on guitar. I'm always like today. I played guitar probably for like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and just was riffing around with my headphones on, Logic, and just whatever riffs were feeling good. You know, I just kind of, I don't really record them. Sometimes I do if I got a really good one, but I'm like, if I play a riff so many times, I know I don't got to record it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Every song comes differently, man. Like some songs I just write in like, it seems like I wrote it in an hour, and then other songs it's like I haven't been able to finish for years.
Yeah.
You know.
Like just something that you want to, something that's profound to you, and you just want to make sure you
Yeah.
know exactly what to say for a song. But then some, you might have to. You don't
You
have
get
to
a
invest-
deadline. I think for me,
Yeah.
it's about the deadline. Like,
Okay.
I have the studio session booked, and if you don't have something that's good, it's going to be a waste of money, or you're going to have to cancel the studio session, and then you don't want to do that because,
Yeah.
you want to keep putting stuff out there
Yeah.
and just keep. I like having a backlog right now. I haven't released anything since COVID, but I have a backlog of like 4 or 5 finished songs.
Nice.
But I don't know. I think when the deadline happens for me, that's when I'd really kick it in gear. And sometimes I write the best stuff that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to get. I can't get shit done without it. Now that you mention that, and I'm not fruitful at all. And it's right. I need a deadline because I did like that Halloween gig, and we wrote the whole set a month before, and it was like a 15-minute set, 50 minutes of material, and we had to.
Yeah.
And I can't write a fucking song to save my life because there's nothing pushing me.
Yeah. When
I think you can write a song. You just have trouble finishing one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. You need to give yourself a reason to end it. Otherwise, a thing will never be done.
It's just like a series of a million decisions.
But
It's
with-
so many decisions. That's what songwriting is.
It's all yeah. And what's cool is that you end up what you have done in recent years is, or recently is, you'll rework songs and just change them. Like, fucking the song you showed me. Now it's like
The guitar picking man.
guitar picking man.
Yeah, we do that song totally different live, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think
but
it's a
No,
good
I
thing.
think it's cool. Yeah.
I think most people
Supposed to
appreciate it, especially, if they like the other one, they'll probably like this one too. But also that song I haven't released on the web yet, but we'll just play it out live in its own. It's like almost taking its own form,
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Do you are you pretty good at lead? Do you think?
Man, there's so many badass cats that can play lead in Nashville. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm like the best shredder or anything. Like,
Yeah.
my leads are more kind of like Tony Iommi from
Okay,
Black Sabbath,
Yeah.
or like bendy Dave Gilmour kind of stuff.
Ah,
And every now and then I'll throw in like a little bit of flair, like, I don't know, maybe kind of like Jerry Cantrell, Alice in Chains, or something
Love.
like that.
Nice.
But like, I can't shred like some of these picking guys, dude. Man, some of these chicken picking boys,
There.
bro.
So do you see
Swear to
yourself
God.
more as a songwriter than a guitarist?
Yeah, I think I find the most fun just playing the rhythm and singing and just, leading the band, or just playing the rhythm and then playing a little lead here and there.
I mean, I've seen him do some killer solos.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
I'll
but
show
I
you
guess
that.
I don't know. I wouldn't like put lead player on my resume. I guess
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
there's
No.
a lot of room for me to grow there. I think.
On your own material, though, you kill it on lead, though. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Well, it's you have an album out or?
Yeah, I got an album out. I did this one called The Giant Killer that I released in like 2019, and that was a compilation of just a bunch of songs that I was working on at the time.
Yeah.
And then since then, we did a live album that we recorded at Live Oak on Demumbrian.
Okay.
And we, like, the sound engineer gave me the tracks and I mixed them and they sound good. They're on Spotify. And then I've released like 4 or 5 singles.
Okay.
So I got like, and then I released like an acoustic album that was just like one take acoustic versions of the songs.
Yeah.
So I got like 30 plus songs on Spotify.
Nice.
But and then I got like a few more in the backlog that are finished, and then all the other ones that just haven't made it to the
To the
digital
platform.
form yet.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did you tour a lot? As far like, are you trying to play weekly or?
I'd like to be on a tour. It would be ideal to get on a tour with one of these bands like All Them Witches or Ruby the Hatchet, or like any of these kind of guys that have similar music. So I need to work on that, but I need to figure out how to do that. I guess I
Yeah.
just email the agent.
Well, I didn't know if you were touring right now or if you play shows as much as you can. Or,
We're just kind of playing shows when I can get them,
yeah.
It's kind of hard to book shows. Nashville's so oversaturated, but I know quite a few people in the rock scene, so we all kind of know somebody.
Yeah.
So it's a little easier than maybe someone that just got to town or doesn't know anybody.
How long you been in town?
I've been in Nashville since 2017, but I didn't live here during COVID
Yeah. Oh, got it.
until like 3 months ago.
Well, how was
I was always coming here like every few weeks, but I didn't live here.
Gotcha. How
How long's that ride?
It's like 4 or 5 hours.
yeah.
it's not bad.
It's not
but
that
still
bad.
a bitch.
I think I got a bench warrant in Boone County for not paying a speeding ticket.
Dude, I got a ticket the other day, and I paid like for parking, and they gave me a ticket, and they fucked up.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, but I mean, they fixed it. But there was a time when I just moved here where the same thing happened, and I called them, and they're like, "Take us to court." And I was like,
Damn.
"Fuck you! Oh, I hate you." I was like,
We'll win.
Dude, I have so many parking tickets from Nashville Metro. I don't even want to look at it.
"Really?"
Yeah, because I would just park in a spot on Gay Street or like one of these other ones with the meters, and nobody pays for the meters ever.
Yeah.
If they are,
And then they
they're
randomly
a tourist
decide,
that
like,
doesn't know that nobody checks them. But sometimes they do check them, and then they'll give you a ticket.
they randomly are like, you know what? I'm in the mood to do this today.
Yeah. But I never paid any of them.
It's kind of like how my parents parented. Like, they let me do whatever the fuck I want, and then one day they were like, why are you doing that? I'm like, wait, what? I thought I was allowed to do this.
Dude, one time I parked at, you know where Bowie's is on 3rd Avenue?
Yeah.
I
It's a
parked
busy.
I parked
area.
right next to that bar to unload my shit, and no one was in the parking lot. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to park here and not pay anybody, whatever.
Yeah.
And I walked out there, and there was 2 boots on my car, dude.
2?
And they were like, yeah, this is from another time that you owe us. And, like, I literally had to pay him, like, $200 and some to get all my shit back. It was, and there was, like, more than I made at the gig, so I was like, oh, fuck.
Damn.
But I kind of deserved it because I got away with it for, like, a million times.
Yeah. Wow.
Uncle Sam. Well, I don't know if it's Uncle Sam. 'cause
Yeah,
it's city,
that was my
but-
karma just, like, peeking in
Yeah.
for a second.
Oh, shit.
Damn. When you were back home and during COVID, what was songwriting like for you? As far as, I mean, did you get a lot done, or was it a kind of a lull there? Or?
I think it was a huge lull, man. I was getting so much money. I was getting like almost more money than I've ever made because I was working under the table at this bar as well. I probably shouldn't put this in here, but fuck it, dude.
No one's
it.
no one's
Where's the proof? This is all
Right.
hearsay.
This is
If a
all.
tree falls
Well,
in
it's
the
not
woods.
hearsay because it's. But either
But
way, you're good.
anyways,
no evidence.
you can
You're
leave
good.
it in there. I don't care.
It's all evident.
But,
There's no
Just
evidence.
Beep
What
out
was the
the last
question?
30 minutes.
Was there a lull? Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
lull for sure, man. I feel like I could have got a lot more done, but I was just having fun and just
Flipping houses.
didn't have any reason to finish it. Like Micah said, like there wasn't an incentive because everything was closed down. If anything, I felt like it was discouraging because you just see like what's going on in the world and you're like, I don't even want to be a part of this music thing right now anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
feel
know.
so pointless.
Yeah, like the people that are in control, I don't have the same views as for the most part. So it was kind of like, I'm just going to take a break for a minute. You know,
Yeah.
and it was never like I gave up on music. Like I still play guitar like every day for
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
But I didn't put a priority on writing music. I was just kind of just cheesing around,
Yeah.
you know.
Cheesing around. Hey, that's it'd be like that sometimes, especially during it was the musician's heartache of the century was not being able to play shows and not being able to do what most musicians need to do. And I say need because it's like if you're going to be a musician, you got to go out and you got to play and show people that you play music. But if you're just at the house, then you're just a hobbyist. So everybody
Yeah.
was forced to be a hobbyist for a few months there, And so I can see how it gets discouraging for a lot of people as songwriters too,
And even though we say it like in the past, I still feel like we're not back 100%. Like
Yeah, there's
people
still- yeah.
aren't
Yeah.
gonna. If people are gonna go to a show, it's not gonna be my show 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Nowadays.
Well,
it's-
there's some people. I mean, I did a show not long ago, and it was pretty cool. But it's yeah, you're right. It's still the vaccination card and all that stuff.
Right.
But I mean,
Here it's a little different. Here is a little different.
No, like the fucking East Room, they were.
But
checking
people go
for-
out here. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like in a lot of other cities, people are still like. From what I hear about California, it's still like kind of sucks.
Yeah. Dude, what was?
I'm not talking about COVID. I'm talking about just people's mentality of going out. Like.
Yeah.
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 What was Middletown like with COVID? Was it kind of like there was a lot of couldn't wear a mask in here?
There's a few venues like that, but Sheriff Jones, one of the 10 authorities in the fucking area, he made like this huge statement that got on like Fox News that was like, I'm not going to enforce these vaccine mandates. And that guy actually is kind of like that, Sheriff Jones.
Yeah.
With
His-
the
if he goes by Sheriff
It's
Jones.
it's the black guy with the
No, it's not a black guy. It's an old white guy. He does have a country hat. Maybe that's where I got his character. But anyways, he made like a statement like, I'm not going to enforce these masks. They're unconstitutional.
Yeah.
So like, I think like there was like a period of time where it was like 2 weeks or something like that, where it was like you had to wear a mask or something like that for like the grocery store.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just didn't wear the mask anytime.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, I'm all for the idea of wearing the mask. I think everyone should, but I don't think that we need to be enforced. Like, let the businesses enforce it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't know if because my town, like, they didn't do shit. Like, there wasn't nobody wore a mask. Like
In Alabama?
Walmart, yeah, nobody wore a mask. Nobody did any of that.
It's also different because like New York is fucking people stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you control that?
Right.
I understand why they did. I would never want to be in that situation. My parents moved out because it sucked. So, but I understand why the government's like, shit, there's too many people here. What are we gonna fucking
yeah,
do? You
I
know,
mean, 9 million people. That is a fuck ton. Like, to just like we were talking about it earlier about we're talking about Mexico and how people think about Mexico. But in America, a lot of people think, man, we have so much freedom here. But all the countries that they don't like have a lot more freedom
for sure.
than what Americans have. And we're talking about Mexico with like property tax and like building a home and just like.
There's no tax because the government doesn't have the competency to collect tax.
Yeah.
You know, like,
They don't collect tax in Mexico?
No, they do.
not property tax. They
yeah,
don't have,
it's actually really low in comparison to America. So like property, it's building a home and tax and a lot of different stuff in Mexico there's more freedom in a technical sense with your
Laws.
money. Yeah,
With the
There's-
tax laws.
yeah. Also Africa too. Like
I joke that when I went to Africa, like,
What are you doing out there?
long story, but my dad was living there for a little bit. But
Interesting.
right. But I went there, and if you thought you had freedom in America, like, you could kill someone in Africa. Not that I did, but if you want,
How much
to,
that cost you?
if you want to, not a lot. It wouldn't
Not
cost
a
Like
lot.
$20.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm not okay. So a true story. My dad
Killed somebody.
my dad's driver killed somebody because there's no
Ooh.
roads. There's no roads, and and there's no lights at night, and it's literally dirt.
scary.
And there were these two kids, and the driver hit the two kids, and the driver was about to go. My dad's like, "No, we're gonna fucking take him to the hospital," and the driver's like, dude, we're not going to the fucking hospital. Come on, let's go. They're just fucking kids. And my dad's like, no, we're going to the hospital. And my dad's like, I'll pay you to go to the hospital. So they take the kids to the hospital. And then the hospital was like, oh, we don't really want to take it. They're going to die. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah.
What did he do? Just throw him in the back of the pickup
He
truck?
forces the hospital people to, and the kids did die, but like they didn't want to waste their resources on people that were going to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
Wow.
don't have a lot of X
oh
amount of
shit. Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
don't know. That's not that much freedom for the kids.
it's not freedom and like,
People got away with murder.
yeah, a dude got away
Fuck,
with
A
it.
dude got away with
I mean,
murder.
I guess that, that.
If there's any
Fuck.
freedom,
Yeah.
that's freedom. I guess if you think about it.
That's it. No
Yeah.
fucking government. Kill whoever you want. You don't
Could
get
you
it.
imagine, dude? Just like
Guess
at the
how-
bar, just like, I'm killing them.
Yeah. Guess how many people got in trouble in that scenario? Zero.
That's
They
crazy.
had freedom.
And then, but the funny thing is also like you would go to like the bank, and the fucking guy at the bank is like holding a fucking
AK-47.
no, he's holding a crowbar. Like that's
A crowbar.
like that's what they're.
That's like some GTA shit.
And if you rob the whole bank, okay. So here's the thing about the ATM. The ATMs run out of money at like noon because if you want to take out $20, the equivalent comes out to be like a huge thing of cash there. So the ATMs like you know, the bank. If you rob the whole bank, you're getting like what, a couple grand ultimately. Like,
Yeah, I remember you talking about gambling and how you lost like
I don't gamble ever, but it would take. But my dad's like, trust me, if you it's low stakes. We did it. It took me like about the whole night to lose $1. You know, like
Damn.
shit like that.
But it would be cool to go there.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially being white. Like, if you thought being white was good here. Oh yeah, nowadays.
Now it's terrible.
Yeah, now
I'm kidding.
I'm with you on that. A controversial statement.
Well,
No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say.
It's pretty decent.
It's decent.
It's pretty
Louis
but-
C.K. has that joke. He's like, if I could choose any ethnicity at any point in time,
Re-up.
it would always be white. Yes. Re-up the whiteness.
But I'll tell you this, in all seriousness, and this is a controversial statement, and I'll put it on record, I have never personally experienced anti-Semitism, but I have, like, tons of times heard people shit on white men to my face. Like, I've
Yeah.
never heard on anyone shit on Jews to my face, but I've heard people just shit on white men, straight white men.
Yeah, well, you are a straight white guy, so you'd probably be more prone to hearing it.
Yeah, true. But no one would have the balls to be like, fucking Jews and blah in front of my face. But it's completely acceptable to
Just
just
come to Alabama. No, no, it's,
not to my face,
I've
though.
never.
I don't think they would do it to my face.
Probably not. I mean, it's like if you had like the yarmulke on, I feel like somebody.
That's
would say
asking for
something.
it.
Yeah, that's asking.
That's what I
He was asking for it. No.
controversial statement, but you're going in if you're going to be like wearing the hijab in territory that the people are known to be racist, just like maybe don't wear the hijab for like the 5 minutes you're in town, in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
For your own safety. Think about, like, is it really worth putting your life at risk for God? Is what I'm saying. Take the yarmulke off.
Yeah, but also like leave that motherfucker alone.
Don't. Oh my God.
Yeah, just
for
like
sure.
don't. If they got a hijab on, like that's not a problem.
Oh,
You see
no.
what I'm saying? Which is more problematic? Somebody having a problem with it?
Sure,
or-
but I'm saying what I'm saying, if you're gonna play with fire, you know, like, you know what a redneck's thinking. So
Bush lad.
Yeah, but
my grandfather would like teach me, no, you wear that yarmulke with pride. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
hit.
Getting scraped.
Yeah, I'm not walking through certain areas with this yarmulke. Like, no.
so you've never personally been affected by it, but you made sure that you avoided getting affected by it.
No, to my face. I've never been. Nobody has ever said anything to my face
Do you
about
wear it at
anti-
work?
Hmm?
Do you wear it at work?
I don't wear I'm not fucking now.
I
Actually,
think if I've seen you wear it, I don't think so.
no.
Maybe.
I told my parents, like, when I graduated high school, I think I'm done with yarmulkes, and now
Yeah.
it's like when I go to a wedding, if somebody makes me wear it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When in Rome.
When in Rome.
When at a Jewish wedding or bar mitzvah.
It's interesting though, because it's like perfectly like would cover up my bald spot if I did
Perfect.
wear it.
You should do it.
Start wearing it, bro.
Start wearing it.
Yeah.
I just got really religious.
I think it's a good conversation
Nothing wrong with it.
piece.
Yeah, but it's also a cock block.
Yeah.
Dude.
I got suspended from high school for not wearing it.
What?
Yeah, I went to a Jewish school,
Oh.
and my principal was like, "What are you trying to pull here?" And I just go, "I'm not trying to pull anything. I just think it's a cock block." and he
said
sent me.
that?
And he sent me home.
It's a cock block, professor.
I mean, what? No, rabbi.
Oh, damn.
That's the perfect answer.
He's like,
Dude,
you
you
are
understand?
promoted.
Yeah. You understand, Rabbi?
Takes you to the back room.
But what were you?
Opens a bottle of scotch.
What were you about to ask?
No, I was. Anybody can be discriminated against. Everybody can hate on somebody. I think
Right,
it's
dude.
just
You
like,
can hate on somebody for any reason.
Yeah.
you
I'm
want
saying it's
to.
just completely acceptable to hate on a white
Yeah.
straight male to their face, but it's not
Yeah, that's
acceptable.
that's like the culture now, I feel like.
Yeah.
But like the real consequences, though, like I'm talking about statistic data. Like there's more discrimination against minorities than any white
for
person.
sure. But you would
And I'm
never
talking
go
about-
over to a minority person. Like I feel like most racists nowadays would I'd say most, because you see these fucking Karens and shit on YouTube,
Yeah.
like saying some ridiculous shit. But like, I feel like most racists, the problem is that it's under the rug. They try to like,
Racism's quiet.
yeah, exactly.
Closet racism.
Yeah.
You try to not bring
That's-
that shit out. But
yeah.
it's totally cool to just say a white male. That's all I'm saying, and
Yeah.
I'm that's it. Controversial statement, but I'm done.
Okay. Well, to me, it's like I just don't think that like being a white dude has ever been a problem for me.
Nah.
So like,
Right.
this is just an anecdote, which fuck my story, fuck one person's story. I just like looking at data and like, what is the rate of discrimination with like police cases and like with police reports, and it's definitely not straight white guys.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Suicide rates are pretty high with straight white guys.
Okay, but you put a straight white guy in jail, that straight white guy's gonna suddenly gonna be the victim. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's-
shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around.
Hope not.
What? Hope
Don't
not.
fuck around in jail.
I have no desire to
Man,
ever
I
go
went to jail this year.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
I
Not
was,
paying those tickets.
No, not paying the tickets. I was pretty drunk, and I was driving home
Where?
from the bar in Middletown.
Okay, so it wasn't here. It was in.
Yeah. Dude, I had this 1985 Corvette. It was paid off and everything. It's badass.
How'd you get
black. Fucking with all that Trump money.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Trump
and
bucks.
I had money saved, and then I put it in the stock market, and then like tripled my money again, and then started working under the table and all that stuff. Anyways, I fucking hit it.
He brought it up again.
Dude, I hit it on this pole.
You deserve that.
Yeah, I deserved it. The freaking heater core was putting steam in the cabin, leaking like coolant, and it just like fogged up the mirror. And on top of that, I just had way too many shots of Jameson. And then I thought to myself that I just like curb bumped it because I didn't even see what I did. And I was like, oh, maybe I just popped a tire. I'll just try to limp it home. And I freaking got like 1 block from my house, and then the popo got me, dude.
What, they saw it smoking or something?
Oh yeah, I was like ridiculously fucked up.
Shit. So you fucked your car up.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
totaled. It was
Damn.
totaled. But they threw me in jail for a night, dude. It was pretty bad.
Well, okay. At least, like, they just threw you in jail because they were like, this person cannot drive home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they needed you to sober up.
Yep.
Did you sleep or no?
I think maybe for a minute.
Were you in a cell with other people?
No, it was just me. It was like the ugliest mint green color from the 70s you've ever can imagine.
You're lucky, though, that it was just you.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean,
that's
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad I didn't get that hurt and also didn't hurt anybody else. That'd be really fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
It's good songwriting material.
yeah, for sure.
My
I haven't wrote a song about that
core.
yet, that one yet.
Do you have any, like,
Sometimes it takes
long-term shit from that, like DUIs or anything?
Well, right now I only have limited privileges
Like what?
for driving. Like I'm only supposed to be driving at certain hours of the day.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not supposed to drive like on a Friday and Saturday and stuff, but only to go to the grocery store.
What?
And then they made me get like an Ohio ID again, and that registration was like $500, and then I had to take like this class, but I get my license back in February for like full time.
Oh, is
but
it?
basically right now I'm just driving whenever I need to.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I'm like, look, I own my own business. It's not like I have a schedule. I go all the time.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, you have to give us hours to work.
You work a lot at night.
Yeah. So at the time, I was working at a bar, and I just gave them the hours for that bar. And
Yeah.
So, you know.
There you have it. Is it like probation? Is it kind of
No,
like
it
that,
wasn't
or-
probation. I don't have to check in with anybody or take a drug test or anything like that. I knew the judge. I didn't know the judge, but my dad knew the judge. He did business with him for years.
There goes that white, that white thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would happen too if it doesn't matter which color it is.
I know.
You know.
I know. It just
But the
local.
judge is white and my dad's white and I'm white.
And they have rebel flag
And we're males
tattoos.
and we got dicks.
We have
No, but he knew who I was, I felt like. And he was like even joking with me. He's like, all right, you're going to have to sing a song and something, like at the end of the proceeding. Then he gave me like a reckless op.
Yeah, but I kind of like.
I paid $1,500 for a lawyer though, and I got like the best lawyer.
Oh, nice.
You do
Yeah.
kind of like though that like in certain areas, like I kind of like that they were pretty lenient on it in general.
Yeah, he didn't want to ruin my life. I didn't have any other offenses, and I'm glad that he just let me off with a reckless op because that and like if you had to get an SR22 bond insurance, like that shit is so expensive.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a type of insurance you have to have if you have too many episodes.
Oh.
It's what Mel Gibson definitely has.
He probably's got one. Yeah.
Damn. Well, man, you got anything coming up soon? Or
He's got the show on November.
Yeah, I'm playing Sunday at the Underdog. We're doing a writers round. My buddy Grant is putting on this thing called Bolos and Booze. I think it's like a new writers round.
Nice.
They're doing. I think this is the first one. Oh, also, if you guys want to play on January 2nd, he said he was looking for writers to play.
Okay.
If you guys are interested.
Any styles?
Any styles, yeah.
I'm interested. Well, no, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't just
Sex
you
comedy?
You should play Pussy Grabber.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't just whip out rapping and in the middle of a fucking singer songwriter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think
probably
you can.
could.
Who says you can't?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I feel like I need to come up with like acoustic type.
Yeah, you just
Right.
got to get your arrangements down.
Yeah,
Dirty
arrangement.
heads type shit.
Yeah, I'll let you know, or let me know about it if you want to play. I'll tell
Dirty
him.
heads.
Yeah.
And then on Monday we got Springwater at like 8:00.
Cool.
With the full band,
Nice,
and
bro.
should
I'm
be
gonna
a
try to
banger,
be
dude.
there.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yep. And other than that, just I'm recording in the studio, and I got 4 songs finished that I'm trying to decide if I want to do singles or release a project right now.
I got you, man. I
Interesting.
say a lot of people are releasing singles just because, like, that's,
It just
we don't
seems
know
like
when-
fast food to me, like in a
Yeah.
way. Like, not to knock anybody who's done it, because I've literally done it 5 times.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. It just gets old after a while. It just feels like a newbie move at this point. It's like let's see
I'm
what
still
you
a
got in
newbie,
an
though.
album.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's just where I want to be right now.
I was thinking, like, albums are kind of like just an old thing.
Yeah,
And,
it's like a dying thing, right?
Mhm. So, like, the singles are, that's what people listen to is usually one song.
Yeah.
And, it's cool to be able to, as an artist, release an album or something,
It's so expensive too.
Yeah, that's true.
And then getting the time and the arrangement and the same vision and the engineer and the producer and the mixer and the master.
And also the fans, which you barely have any those
Shit,
are not
right?
a whole
I
lot
didn't even
of.
say the fans. That's why I'm fucked.
Oh, I wasn't trying to say
No,
it at
I'm
you. I
kidding.
meant like as a. Like,
No, I get you.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah, and then fans, you want people to see it. It's a hustle.
Yeah, it is. Well, singles is.
I don't know. The thing about an
uh,
album
good way to
and
do it.
the thing about an album, there's like you have. If I reference the Beatles, the White Album, would you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, it's one of the best albums.
So it's got the White Album is like every song is a completely different style. They'll have like fucking acoustic, country,
Yeah.
Helter Skelter, you
Uh-huh.
know. And then
That's a good point.
like you can have that type of album nowadays, and then a and that would like kind of go well. And then you could just constantly release singles up to that album.
Yeah. See, I'm glad you said that because I feel like the shit that I have right now in the backlog finished is kind of like a compilation,
different
like
thing.
that, like the White Album. But when you listen to the White Album, all those songs sound great right next to each other.
For sure.
They fucking take you through all the emotions and the vibes and the feels and all that stuff. And it's not
And there's a
bad
lot
idea.
of bands like release their White Album, quote unquote, which
Right.
is just like a bunch of different no cohesion, but like the lack of consistency makes it consistent.
yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you got most of the same textures and you don't go too crazy, it's gonna flow.
Definitely. And you could do like little things like, like Kendrick Lamar, like we'll put like little, like, do you guys listen to Kendrick like full albums or no?
Not in a long time.
Yeah,
my
I-
buddies.
I haven't really either.
Yeah. Because he puts like little like motifs that like pop up, little like either riffs or like phrases that'll come up on the album throughout the album a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In different songs, like it'll break into like a little part that.
gotcha.
That
Yeah.
was in the album earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. I've thought about doing that before. I haven't done it yet. Just have like some kind of signature, like little thing that's weaves itself into each song or parts of songs.
Yeah. Well, dude, it was a pleasure having you on, man.
Yeah, this was fun, man. I'm
Yeah.
glad that I was invited, and let's do it again.
Hell yeah.
November 8th.
November 8th.
I'll be there.
Peace out.
Rock and roll.
Absolutely no one. Just kidding.